I went on a date with a girl and she left after eating.
Ah. Hi guys, welcome back to your favorite podcast, Stay by Plan. We're doing something different this time, something we haven't done before, but it's the first time for everything.
Yes.
Before we get into it, in case you didn't know, I'm Zuu, and I'm here with
Afi.
yes, and
We are dressed up in our official wear because we're about to have a serious conversation with you.
yeah, we're not playing today.
So you look like the African studies. What do you call them? You know what I mean?
African Studies teacher was
Like a uni, not like the teacher, like the lecturers that are like really up there in the African, what do they call it? African Studies
HOD
department. Yeah, like the HOD of the African Studies department.
Yeah, I've got my African praise, my Ntuma. That's how you know that today I'm not playing. I've worn my official attire. I'm even wearing shoe. So it's real. It's real out here. But
Okay.
yeah, let's get right into it. Today, we are answering questions from the internet. Ask, stay by plan.
Yeah,
Yes. And
that's
so
stay by plan.
there are some questions that individuals have, and we're going to attempt to give we read out the question, the topic, the backstory, everything. We'll take turns and then we'll answer the questions. And you guys in the comments, on social media, wherever, you can add your opinion.
Help us to advise these people.
Let's help us because they need help. They seriously need help.
Okay.
All right, so I'll read the first one.
Okay.
The title is, Should I listen to my family and block my ex's wife?
Should I listen to my family and block my ex's wife?
Yes.
Your ex's wife?
Yes, my ex's
But
wife.
first of all, what business do you have with your ex's wife before you block her? Okay, so I guess for context.
For context, this is sent in by a 25-year-old woman
Okay.
who has a child
Okay.
with a 25-year-old man.
Okay.
So she's asking, should I listen to my family and block my ex's wife?
Is the ex the 25-year-old man she has a kid with?
The 27-year-old man, yes.
27-year-old man she has a kid
Yes.
with. Okay, so is that like, what's the story?
So
Let's
that's
get the story.
That's the background to the story. So let me read the whole story.
Yeah.
So this is the 25-year-old woman,
Okay.
had a child with my ex, who's a 27-year-old man, when
Okay.
I was a teenager.
Okay.
We dated for 2 years and broke up because I didn't want an abusive lifestyle for my child. I got married a year and a half later to my now husband, who's also 25. So she and her new husband are 25.
Okay.
My ex and his family are what you would call the typical narcissistic family.
Shh.
Anytime he would do something like assaulting pregnant or disabled women,
Huh? Wait. Wait.
it's
As in
something.
she herself was pregnant and disabled
I
as
don't know,
well.
but as in like it's a thing he does.
Why does he assault pregnant and disabled women?
That's why she had to leave. That's why she had to leave.
Okay.
So anytime he would do something like assaulting pregnant or disabled women, they would defend and protect him.
And his family will defend and protect him. Okay.
He would purposely not pay child support and would threaten me all the time to the point where I had to get a restraining order.
Okay.
After all this, my husband decided he wanted to adopt my child. This is her new husband, right? Decided he wanted to adopt my child because he helped raise him and my ex wasn't in the picture.
Okay.
We decided to terminate his parental rights. My child has special needs and needs consistency. So because of my ex's behavior and history with the courts and DCS, that's domestic child services, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were awarded the adoption. I cut contact with that family and I never looked back. 2 years later to today, my ex's wife, who is a 38-year-old woman, so this 27-year-old man has gone to marry a 38-year-old woman.
Which is fine.
Yeah, that's what he wants. So she has messaged this lady
That's what?
on social media wanting our kids to meet. So she has her own kids and she wants the kids to meet.
Okay.
I don't know this woman and I have never met her before. So this was out of nowhere. I've looked into her socials and it is confirmed that they are married with a 10-month-old.
So she tried to do like a meeting for, let's say maybe from the conversation, maybe like a 7-year-old and then a 1-year-old baby.
I don't even know.
Like she wants them to link up.
Yeah,
She
basically.
wants them 1 year.
I feel like maybe she has her own kids too. I guess
Okay,
we'll find out.
okay,
Maybe
let's
that's maybe it's multiple kids.
Okay, let's see.
But yeah, we have had a few conversations and she seems really nice.
Okay.
Technically, this child is my kid's sibling, and I don't want to take this opportunity away from them. But here is where my family are telling me to block her. X and his family found out and are upset with her for contacting me. It got her upset, and so we had a phone conversation. I found out that he is physically, financially, and emotionally abusing her like he did to me, and she's looking for advice.
Hey.
I don't know what to do. She has no family or friends. He is watching her and reading her messages, so she is scared to leave. She lives across the states 5 hours away, and my ex hasn't told her anything except for that I am bitter and abusive.
She, the woman, is bitter and abusive.
Yes.
Okay.
She says what he's saying isn't making sense and has been asking about my side of the story on our past relationship, trying to see if it's a new or a past behavior. And I've tried telling her that all I can without crying. I have diagnosed PTSD, panic disorder, and anxiety. This man, hey. So I'm trying to get closure, but it's been hard for me. I told her that our kids can meet when they are older, but I don't think it's appropriate right now since they are both really young, and I want to know her better before I bring my child around her. I feel like we could be friends, and I want to help her. But I don't want to put my kid or hers at risk since she's technically still with him. My husband is aware of all this and is fine with us talking as long as I'm not uncomfortable. But if me being stressed out keeps up, then he told me I should block her. I have also asked my close family and they said the same thing. I don't want to leave her in that situation with a child alone since I was in the same position several years ago, but my family says that I should block her and go back to our drama-free life if it gets to be too much for me. What should I do? Dicey, hasty.
Do you know, this story actually reminds me of my life.
Hey, Asamo.
No, not exactly the same thing, but I have been in like a situation where I was with someone and then the next person that they were with saw some red flags.
And they came to tell you about
And they came
it.
to call me and
Hey.
were like, oh, this and this is what is happening, whatever. And I didn't necessarily like block the person. So I think if I put myself in her shoes, I resonate with this like, oh, okay, when I was in that position, I didn't have anyone to help me. And now this person has me to help them. So like, can I just jam my eye and block them? You know? What do you think? Do you think she blocked her?
I mean, so basically what she's saying is that she went through some trauma with this guy.
Yes.
And she's kind of healing.
Yes.
She's moved on she's taking, what is it, possession? Custody
of her child. And she's just like
child.
doing whatever she has to do to move on.
Right. And now this woman has come into her life.
With the drama of her past.
Bringing back bad memories and all these types of things. So it's making her feel anxious and everything. So she wants to block her family are telling, she wants to help her, but family are telling her that, nah, forget this is not helping you. Block this woman.
What do you think? Do you think she should block her?
You see, me, I'm the type of person who I'll put my peace of mind above everything because I don't see why. Like, I'm sorry for you, but you are 38. You are 11 years older than this man that's abusing you. So I would hope that, I see, unfortunately, they said she doesn't have any family or friends.
Yeah.
So I would hope that you know that you are in a bad situation. If I've tried to help you and I can't help you, or the things I'm trying to do to help you are not working, and now I'm being stressed out by your situation, even though I was once there, I cannot put myself in that position for too long. I have to leave. Yeah. Because I always put my mental health, my well-being above anybody else's one. Because if I'm in a bad place...
You don't think that's selfish?
It's not at all. Because if I'm in a bad place, how can I help you? Yeah. I have to be in the right place before I can help you properly. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So...
But are we ever in the right place though?
But you can be in a decent enough place to provide somebody with some type of support. Do you know what I mean? So if just talking to you is bringing back all these memories and I'm feeling anxious and all these feelings are coming up, then, I mean, come on. I'm sorry.
I think for me, blocking is like the last resort. If it was me, like...
I think it's kind of serious, to be fair.
It is serious. So I think for me, if I was the woman who is going through this whole thing, obviously it's a traumatic thing. You don't want to be reliving all the bad things that happen between you and your ex.
Right.
Right? So, yeah, I think she should have like proper boundaries with this woman. Like, okay, we've had the conversation. I've told you, because she said she told the woman about her side of the story and she was crying when she did it.
Yeah.
So she has done her part. She has said her side of the story to the woman already. She has already agreed that their kids can meet somewhere in the future.
Yeah.
She's already explained to the woman that the person you are with is a dangerous person and you should leave.
Yes.
She's put out all these very important things. So I think the next step is to put in boundaries. Like, you know what? I understand that this is the situation that you're in. And I think for me, what I did was I left and I'm starting a better life.
Yeah.
So I would advise you to do the same. But then if you cannot do the same, I do not have any further advice for you. Right. So if you are going to contact me again and it's not within the confines of that kind of step, then I otherwise would not reply your message.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So that's soft block.
That's a soft block. And I think that's what you should do, because if someone is drowning,
Right.
and you abandon them as compared to someone is drowning and you throw them a floaty, it's like, this water you are in, I can't jump in and save you.
Yeah.
Else we'll both die.
Yeah.
But I also can't just walk away. So I'll leave
That's
you the
fair.
floater. Once you hold the floater and you're close to shore, I can pull you out. But don't expect me to jump.
So I guess we can say that we don't agree with her family.
No, you agree. Zuu
No,
agrees.
the soft blocking that you
No,
explained.
you agreed.
No, the soft blocking you explained, it makes sense. Like, I think
Yeah.
if anything, she should try that first. If that doesn't work, then
Yeah,
you
so
can go to.
of course,
So
hard
blocking
block.
is like it's a huge step.
Yes.
So maybe she take that first step before she gets to the blocking phase. So I think I agree with that she should take the soft block
Yeah.
before the blockity
And
block.
most importantly, I think when stuff like this are going down, it's very important to get someone who is in the legal space aware
Yeah.
in the very beginning that this is what is happening.
Call the police.
You have to be a snitch.
Call the
when
authorities.
it comes to abusers, when it comes to people
Yeah.
who are like kind of dangerous. Because at the end of the day, if the woman does something to herself and then they see that you people were talking,
especially since he has a record, because she got a restraining order against him. So
then they'll ask you.
he's in the books. They know that he's some way.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah,
because
so-
you've told the court that you don't want anything to do with the person. You also have cancelled the person from your life and taking your child.
Yeah.
Now, what business do you have conversating with the person's wife? Do you get what I'm saying? So 100% get someone who is legally inclined,
Yeah.
involved, a lawyer, police. This is what is happening. This is the conversation. And you know, like these things, the police, especially outside, they are very much like good with stuff like this. They might even advise you that, okay, keep talking to her. Like when she says something, let us know. They can
Yeah.
even like
Yeah.
track your conversations, because Charlie, things can go left really quickly.
Hasty.
Really, really quickly.
That's very true. So yeah, I guess our advice to her is
Soft block,
soft block,
snitch.
snitch.
And that's it. And
And
then hard block if all else
Yeah,
fails.
hard block if all.
But what do you think
else
about the
fails.
children meeting when they are
No,
older?
no. Oh, older, yeah.
I even think it's a personal decision that the children should make themselves when they grow older.
Oh, they'll say yes.
I feel like if the parents
So
just
how
need to
old is older? Because one is 7,
legally old.
one is 7 and one is
Legally,
10 months.
legally.
So they both have to pass 18.
Yes, legally.
Oh, okay.
So I just think she should disclose to them that this is the situation. You have this kind of family there, whatever. They should know. It's not like you hide it from them and one
You
day
tell them when they're 18.
guess what? You have a brother. Like, no, they should let them
Yeah.
understand that
I
this is
hear
the
that. I hear
situation,
that.
but you cannot have whatever until this age. But
Okay.
even then, the announcements too, they have to be careful at the age they tell them. Because if it was
Yeah.
me, I go feel vex and
Yeah, that's the
post
thing.
myself online, say I'm trying to find my brother.
And yeah, exactly. Because people, it's like, especially now, this 7-year-old child is going to grow up technically as an only child.
Yeah,
Because I don't think her current husband has any other kids.
yeah.
And I don't know if the 38-year-old woman has any other kids, but let's say that child also grows up as an only child.
Yeah.
So if you tell both of them that, you have a sibling somewhere, they are going to find each
They'll
other.
find each other.
So I don't know. It's a very delicate situation. You have to find a way to tell them. And she does not want a 7-year-old to be
I
reintroduced
think
to her
I'm
father's
changing my mind.
life.
Like, do they really need to know early on?
So they should be grown up. But that's the thing, they'll be upset.
It's a very dicey
It is
thing.
very dicey. I'm glad it's not me.
This part I can't advise. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this part
I
is kind
personally
of
cannot
that.
advise.
I think if it was me, what would I do?
Please,
First of all, I wouldn't
those
even
watching,
be
can you
this-
advise? Because my cap ends here. Like,
I wouldn't
know
put
the
myself in this
because
situation.
when children are involved, I know it fits. So
Yeah,
that one, if you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
have any idea what she should do, should the kids meet now when they are young, or should they meet later? Should they know about each other but be restrained until they are older? Like, what should the dynamics look like?
Yeah, please let us know. Please let us know.
Oh. So are you ready for this one?
I don't think I am, but let's try it.
My neighbors put their ear to the wall when I'm on Zoom with my therapist.
Some of you are doing kokonsa.
Libi laba laba
Kokonsa.
kokonsa. Gossiping. That's kokonsa. Hey, I'll not even be surprised if they use the cap, they use the glass.
Bro, what are they trying to hear?
But like, maybe her life might be so juicy.
I need to know more.
Okay, so let me read this. I suspected this to be true for some time, but I figured it was paranoia. Today, I found out it was not paranoia at all. I'm not sure what to do. I live in an apartment building with thin walls between the units. Earlier, I was talking to my therapist over Zoom. We are doing Zoom until the pandemic ends. So this happened like in COVID times. And I heard a female voice next door very clearly say to someone else, shh, shh, she's doing therapy. Can you hear it? and their voices got louder. As I could tell, they were getting closer to the wall. To be very honest, like this, everything changes for me because it was the pandemic. You know, like we're all locked in our houses. Like
low-key, I get it. You know, I understand. You need some entertainment. Netflix after a while, it
so
gets
I want
boring.
to see, like, what at all were you talking about? Your therapist has made your neighbors so ready. Anyway, let me see. I talked to my therapist about extremely sensitive topics, and I'm deeply disturbed that this happened and that they have been listening to me. I am left to wonder what else they have heard that is personal, and I'm not sure how to approach this. I do not know them. I have seen them only a handful of times, but I know it's a man and a woman who live there, and I'm not sure if I should approach them about this.
It's funny because I feel like I can do some work. Nah, because imagine like this is
no, but it's they doing a panorama. What do you people say? I'm in a panorama.
Yeah, exactly. You're
Like
in a
that is
panorama,
viral.
right? Yeah, and let's say this is peak pandemic times, right? So you can't really go out like that.
Yeah.
And you're at home. You've watched everything on Netflix. That time, say Squid Games and things, they hadn't come.
Yeah.
Like, what were people watching back then? Stranger Things. I don't know.
No, Stranger Things safe was now probably picking up. We were just on house party.
Oh God. What was it? Clubhouse.
A clubhouse.
Those things. So after a while, those things get boring, right?
Yeah.
So imagine you're just chilling there. Oh, what am I going to watch on Netflix next? And then you just hear.
And I don't know why.
I don't know why you left me.
I don't know why you left me. No, but we are not mocking the person. But first of all, so fun facts about therapy. I know for a fact that if you're doing therapy like via Zoom, you have to sign some whole contracts like with your therapist, where you say that I am me, like you my therapist is not responsible for like my information leak. Like basically, you accept the fact that there can be a leak of your information and you are okay with that. But this one is not a leak. This one is concern. But yeah, the weird part is that she doesn't know them. If it was me, I'll say some really creepy shit about them so that they'll hear it in therapy. Yeah. That's what I'll do. Cause like,
no, but isn't it worse? Isn't it better if you don't know the people? Because if you knew the people and they're listening to your deep dark secrets, that's crazy. Next time you see them, it's like, oh my God.
That's true.
Like,
so I think they were just doing it, and especially since it's a man and a woman, I'm sure they're a couple. They are just using it for their own entertainment. But it's selfish.
Yeah, I remember I was in some Airbnb once, and
what were you doing on Airbnb?
Oh, I was visiting somebody.
And
I could hear that place to the walls are thin. I could hear this couple fighting. It was crazy. Throwing things.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not listen to something like that?
And I was just there like,
oh my God, yeah.
I was listening. Like, it was, it was like, and it was like a 50-50 thing. Like, it was back and forth. It wasn't like one person was dominating or anything. So, like, they were fighting.
What were they fighting about?
I couldn't even hear, but they were screaming.
Yeah.
Like, the woman was screaming, the man was screaming.
I mean, with something like that, you can't help it. But in this one, remember that they said, shh, shh, she's doing therapy. So, like, they're making a conscious effort to listen to her conversation.
They're trying to be quiet so that they can hear what she's saying.
Exactly. Crazy. And I feel like that's really messed up. That's really messed up.
So, what should she do? Should she confront them?
Me, I'll say something creepy about you guys first. I don't know what creepy thing I could say, but like it's a pandemic. Everybody is confined. Like, I don't know. Like,
you see, but the thing
what can you do to make someone hear something? No matter what
you say, next time they'll just be extra quiet.
No, not about them listening. No, something like, my neighbor. God forgive me. Even though it's a pandemic, I realized that there was a time where like the woman next door was asleep and another woman entered the house. Since we all want to be sneaky.
Nah, that could work though, because then they'll start fighting.
No, then right now, you come and ask me. So how did you hear me say that?
Nah,
Do you see what I'm saying?
That's a beautiful idea.
Like, I'll find, maybe not necessarily that, but I'll find something that will be like, they would want to ask me, but now they can't. They've put themselves in a corner.
The next thing you hear them from, maybe that's why those people are fighting.
But you know me, personally, I'm like a very direct person. So I'll probably knock at their door and be like, yo, I know you've been listening to my therapy. Stop it. But it's pandemic. Can't you even knock at someone's door? I'm supposed to be inside.
You wear your mask and your face shield.
Or you just say it during therapy. That like, as you're talking, like, and I know my neighbors are listening to me because they are always listening to me during therapy, and I know very well that I'm going to be reporting them soon. Like, I don't know. Just
go and knock on the wall. Since they can hear through the wall.
Yeah.
Knock on the wall. Hey, please, if you're listening, cry, like, just be quiet.
Relax. You say shh. When he says that shh, you be like, I can't hear your husband and tell him to shh. I'm talking to my therapist. Want to listen? Be
Stop
quiet.
Disturbing. Yeah, but me personally, I think I would do what you did. I would say the thing.
Say something that.
Sow a seed of doubt. And to fester, to grow. And that would be the end.
Oh, but that's bad advice, guys.
That's also bad what they are doing. Hey, which kind of concern is that? But you see, I also get them like pandemic. Like,
yeah,
because
the
pandemic,
it's sensitive, yo. Like, even to take the step of like wanting to do therapy.
So relax. Let me ask you a question. If you were in the pandemic and you're in the house and you could hear someone saying something, because you know everybody likes juicy stuff, bro. You can hear someone saying some juicy stuff. You will not listen.
No, I'll not go out of my way to listen and be like, shh, Zuu, come and listen. Oh, bro, like that's. And I feel like if you're also being a gossip, like at least try and be a little bit more. I don't know. I feel like they were even disrespecting her by doing like she could hear what they were also saying. It's like they don't even care about sure. her, you know. And I don't know. I just think it's wrong.
That's hilarious.
It's wrong. But I'm really curious as to the kind of stuff she was saying to a therapist that has made them use her like season 1, season 2, or episode 1, episode 2. Whatever she was saying must have been very interesting.
I'm screaming. Yeah. So yeah, I guess what I would say is she should sow the seed of doubts. What would you say? She should be direct and tell them.
Oh, she should tell them. Don't take their doubts. More like, yeah, she should tell them. She should move to them. Crazy.
Yeah. So you guys, let us know what you think. What you think she should do?
Or can't she move to another side of her apartment where the...
What's if the people on that side are even worse?
Yeah, but the painful thing about therapy is that it's like your safe space. You just want to have like an honest conversation with someone. Yeah. And now you are having that paranoia that, oh my God, what if somebody... No, not what if, because somebody is listening. Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, so guys, let us know what you think.
What do you think?
If you agree with us or you think she should take another course of action.
She should ignore them because she's getting her mental health sorted out. They clearly have an issue. I don't know. Let us know.
Dead. I feel like a lot of people can relate to this in Ghana.
Hey. not the demographic.
Because I've heard things like this before. Okay. How do I nicely end a friendship with someone who is poor and ask me for money often? This one is very short. Let me just read it. Okay. I've been friends with someone who is poor and has a very poor background.
Okay.
I am not by any means rich. I live paycheck to paycheck. But because of the country I'm born in, my situation is naturally better than him. He's giving me a green card. We've been friends for about 4 years. He moved back to his home country and he is falling on hard times and asked me to send him money often. It's not a huge amount. It's like $40 or so. That's 400 cedis. He's moved back to Ghana, I know. It's like $40 or so. But when he asks more consistently, that starts to add up. And now he has asked multiple times. In fact, it's not even 400 cedis, 480 cedis. Let's say 500 cedis. That's money. Now he has asked multiple times and I help. I'm only 25 and brand new in my life and career. I'm already financially responsible for my unwell mother and cannot send money to other people like this. The only problem is we've been friends for so long and I feel bad just ghosting. Things just became awkward. Things just became awkward now based on our differences in privilege. And I recognize how blessed I am to live in a first world country.
Yeah, what you said.
Yeah, right? But I genuinely cannot keep up a friendship where someone is asking me for money often. How can I kindly end this friendship without being a complete a-hole?
For me, I feel like this is pretty, not simple, it's pretty direct. I think, first of all, like he's mentioned, they are friends. And one thing that I think is important is if someone is always asking you for money and then you're always giving them money, you are not solving the problem, you are fueling it. Because if I'm lazy, I'm not working, and then I'm always asking Zuu for money, and Zuu is always giving me money, I always know that Zuu is going to give me money, so I don't have to work. But if Zuu is my friend, I expect Zuu to come and be like, yo, I feel like for the past, I think from what he's saying, like it has racked up. So like for the past 6 months, like you've asked me for $40 every single month. Like this isn't sustainable for you. It's not even about like me as a friend. Like this isn't sustainable, or Zuu as a friend. Like this isn't sustainable for you, Afi. For how long are you going to be asking me for money every single month? Like what exactly is going on? I think as a friend, you should have that like deeper conversation of like what at all is going on in your third world country that is making things so difficult. I mean, I know, guys, I know. But it's like that conversation needs to be had. Like you can't just be giving the money to your friend and be angry and be stressed, and then now you want to block the person. Like you sit down and have the tough conversation. Like this isn't cutting it.
Before I give my submission, have you ever experienced anything like this before?
As I said, someone owes me money.
That's what they owe in the air. Too many people, man. Too many people owe me, but it is what it is.
But to me, like I always say, like if you are giving money to someone, nobody's come and ask me for money because of what I'm about to say. If you are giving money to someone, ask yourself that, is this money that if it never comes back to me, I'll be fine? If the answer is yes, then you give it to them. So that when the person is doing you shakara, it's not an issue. And for me, if I value someone as a friend, or I trust someone as a friend, and I give you money, and you're supposed to pay, and it's not like a gift. Sometimes somebody can ask you for money, like, never mind, don't pay me back. But if we have an agreement and you're supposed to pay me back and you don't pay me back, I ask you 3 times and you don't pay me back, that's it. I'm done with you. I'm done with the friendship, because this is not a friendship. Like you've scammed me.
I have somebody like that. Somebody owes me. I told you, right?
Like you've scammed me.
If I catch you.
You've scammed me, and it hurts. But you've scammed me, so it'll be cool. Like I'll not ask you about it again. If you send it to me later on the I'll take it. Like I'll not ask you about it again. And then the friendship too, forget about it. Like
so, what I think. So I can actually kind of relate to this story.
Hey, Zuu Stacks.
I mean, you know me, yeah.
Zuu Stacks and Mo Stacks. Shout out to Mo Stacks. You know yourself.
No. But for real though, like so in my area, there's this guy who lives in my area, and I've known him since because we both lived there. We both lived there for most of our lives. And so we used to play together a little, not a lot, but like a little bit in the area. And obviously now we're all grown up. So now this guy saw me one day and it's like, yo, he begs. I hadn't seen him for a long time. He's like, oh, what's up? How am I doing? Da, 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 da. He needs money to take transport to go to class. In Tema or something. And, like a sob story, I was feeling bad, so I gave him money. And he went and he took my number. I was like, cool. I was feeling good. Like, I've done a good thing.
The number.
The next day, yo, can I have some money today? I say, hey, today I don't have money.
Finish. Cut it before it becomes a thing.
But that's the problem. One time was enough. This guy will come and ring the bell, and like it can be my dad go outside, and you say, oh, he's looking for me. Now I have to go outside. What do you want? I want money. Like back to back. Oh, that's what he was doing for a long time. I was like, yo, listen. One day I told him that, listen, the money, I don't have it. And even if I had it, I will not give it to you. Look, one time he asked me for my car. Please, can I borrow your car? Hey!
That's such a reach.
Sheesh.
No, if you don't even have normal money, like small money to take like transport, and I give you my car, what are you going to do with the car?
What if I never see you again? What if because that guy
you going to sell the car?
You can see him one day and you're not seeing him again for 2 years. So what if I don't see you again?
Can you have your car?
Bro, so I've been in that position.
How much did you give him the first time? So that means you gave him a lot of money the first time.
It was like 50 CDs or something.
How many years ago was this?
Oh, it's like last year or 2022. Recent.
But 50 CDs is still be blocked or low key.
I mean,
like if someone says, oh, can you give me money?
If you're coming frequently, it can really add up to something. Yeah. But in that moment, I felt like, oh.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. For you, you felt like, oh, like it's been a minute, whatever. But if I'm someone and I'm just asking for money, like blank check, and I say, oh, I'm just going to school or something, like 10 CDs is painful. Yeah. 20 CDs is cool. 50 CDs is like.
Because I felt like, let me be a nice person. Let me try and help. Biggest mistake. Like, it got to a point where if I'm walking in the area and I see him and he sees me, I'm like, hey, yawa. because I know that he's going to find me later.
Yeah, he knows
He's
that
come to ask me for
Zoo
money.
is around.
Zoo's around. He's come to ask me for money. So yeah, all I'll say is say no. I know that you're already in this. Like he's already in this.
And yeah, he can
back
just
and
say no.
forth.
I don't have money.
Yeah, just say
He
I
can
don't have
actually say
money.
no, I don't
Say
have
if you,
money.
so that's what I did. I said no, I don't have money. Like maybe 10 times before you got the message.
Yeah.
I hope he has gotten it now.
You see
I've
this
been seeing
episode, and he's like, hey, I have to go
I
back.
haven't seen him in a while. I hope he's gotten the message now. But
Yeah.
yeah, just say no. Back to back to back. Eventually, you'll get a message.
But I guess for you, it was much more easier because in as much as you guys were close, there was like a gap of your friendship. Do you get what I'm saying?
We were never close.
No, you said when you guys were younger, like you were
We
cool.
used to play around a bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So exactly, you are
With the
reiterating my
other
point. Like
kids,
you were not that. It was not that deep. So it's very easy to say no to someone who you are not even that cool. with.
Yeah,
You get
he
it?
said yeah.
But like if
they
it's
were
me
friends,
and you,
good friends.
excuse me, I'm so sorry.
It's
guys.
true. Yeah,
That's a lie. Never mind.
When the friendship is deep or has been deep,
It's
the
much
relationship
more-
is deep. It's very
yeah.
difficult to say no. Yeah, it's very difficult to say no because I've also seen other people have to deal with those things. Even family members, like
I think the problem is the no is saying the no that is difficult because it's
difficult,
almost
yeah.
as if like you are
you're saying you don't care about them.
exactly like it's
Yeah.
very difficult. It's very simple, but it's very difficult
Yeah,
to say no.
Maybe you have to say no with context. Like just explain, like, yo, my mom is sick. Because he said his mom's sick. My mom is sick. I have to do this. Do this.
Yeah,
like,
but you know
break it
when you
down.
have friends,
Yeah.
like for example, like maybe let me use one of my friends. Like I know one of my friends is working at no, maybe one of my friends has their own business.
Right.
And like we are close. I can see clearly that people are buying her stuff. Like I know that money day. You get it. Even though maybe her mother is sick.
Yeah.
I know that she has siblings and everybody's chipping. Like because the person is close to you, it's very easy for them
But
to
do you
say,
think there's also? I feel like
know
there's
you don't
also
have
this
money.
thing where you see someone and you feel like or appears that there's money
Oh,
there.
100% all the time.
But it doesn't mean that there's money there because
Yeah.
you don't know what I'm using that money for. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm trying to expand my business or build
Yeah.
a home
Yeah.
or invest in this and that. So sometimes some people look like they have money, but if you open your pockets, it's kind of dry, just a few
Yeah,
coins. So
yeah.
I mean, first of all, that friend that has moved to Ghana, even I didn't say Ghana, but I know it's Ghana because he knows why he's asking for dollars.
Yeah.
Stop asking your friend for money. Stop asking your friend for money. That's one. And number two, I think he just has to find a way to say no because yeah,
But they need to have that conversation, that honest conversation of like what exactly is going on with you.
yeah, exactly.
That you are coming back. Like it's becoming a cycle.
It's too much.
And a real friend will not want their friend to be in a begging cycle. If you are a friend who your friend is always asking you for money and you're always giving them the money and you are happy and then you are just feeding your ego of like I am better than you and you
I'm
need me
helping
to
you,
survive.
yeah.
And that's bad. If your friend is constantly asking you for money all the time, you need to sit down
After
and have that
2 or 3
conversation.
times, you have to say like, yo, like, is
Like,
everything
what's up?
okay? Like,
Yeah. But then the painful thing is when you have the conversation and then like their reason is very valid.
Oh my God, what if his mom is sick?
Yeah,
oh.
like, and then maybe he has applied for 50 jobs and he's not
And it's
getting
not,
it.
oh, Charlie. And now you can't.